Hey everybody! Welcome to today's edition of Instructor Chat. We're going to have Ethan Setiawan join us and talk about his new upcoming classes for the summer semester. He's teaching Beginning Mandolin and Intermediate Mandolin, so we're going to find out a little bit about those classes and hear him play a tune. Those classes are going to begin July 6th. At the beginning mandolin class is going to be at 6:30 and the intermediate class is going to be at 8 p.m. So we're just waiting for Ethan and then we will get on with the questions. Let's see. Hope everybody's doing well. Happy Thursday. I'll talk a little bit more about the semester while we wait for him. We've got over 25 classes going on. Normally for summer semesters we do a sort of condensed version, but in light of everything that's going on, this is no normal summer, so we figured that it would be a great thing to have a full 6-week semester like normal. Here he is. And so we're really excited to have that. Ladies and gentlemen, and here he is. Hi, Ethan.
Hey,
How's it
what's
going?
going on? Pretty good.
Yeah? Are you on your porch
Yeah.
in Maine? Hello? Can you hear?
Yeah. I lost you for a second there, but I think you're back.
Oh, sweet. Where are you coming in from?
I'm currently in Indiana, in Goshen, Indiana. House sitting for some friends out here for a couple weeks.
Nice. Awesome.
Yeah.
Is it very hot out there?
It's pretty warm, yeah.
I bet. Well, thanks for joining me, Ethan. I'm so excited to have you, and I'm excited to have you teaching another semester at the School of Music. I've just got a couple questions for you about your class. Well, the first one is about you. How did you find the mandolin, and what drew you to the mandolin?
Yeah. Well, my first instrument that I ever played was cello, so that was kind of my introduction to music. And I started that when I was 8 years old, and then when I was around 13 or 12, I started, I had a couple instruments that I tried to play before that. I got really pretty good at the mountain dulcimer for a little while and the ukulele.
Whoa!
But somehow settled on the mandolin after trying a bunch of these sort of oddball folk instruments, and the mandolin's where it's been for me for the past 8 or 9 years, I guess now.
Wow, that's so cool. What an interesting journey through instruments.
Yeah, it's sort of unusual, I suppose. A lot of people, in the bluegrass world, kind of play all the bluegrass instruments, but that's not really my introduction. It was kind of, I don't know, some other curiosities or something, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, mandolin, and I'm stoked to be here teaching it and playing it.
We're happy to have you. It's interesting because I feel like most mandolin players that I know, they start out with violin because the
Sure.
tuning is similar.
Uh-huh.
So that's really interesting. Cello. What kind of music did you listen to growing up?
Um, I didn't really. I mean, it was kind of always more of a practice and like an activity for me than like something that I really listened to a lot. I mean, um, I listened to some classical cello because that was what I was working on when I was really young. But when I got into the mandolin, I started seeking out mandolin music and bluegrass, old time folk, that kind of thing.
Hmm.
Um, and yeah, that's kind of where I've been always pretty motivated to listen to what what I dig, what I want to produce musically.
Hmm. That's
So that
awesome.
kind of worked well for me.
Avery Merritt is saying happy birthday. Is it your birthday?
Yeah, it's my birthday.
It's your
Thanks, Avery.
birthday. Oh my God. I didn't even know. I'm so sorry. Happy birthday,
No, it's
Ethan.
okay.
That's so
Thank you.
exciting. Hi, Avery, by
Happy,
the
yeah, hey.
way. Well, awesome. So talk about your classes a little bit. You've got two classes. You've got beginning mandolin and you've got intermediate mandolin. What's
Right,
the
yeah,
difference between them, and how do people know what class might be best for them?
sure. Um, well, kind of the way I run my class is, at least online, it's been easy, or maybe even easy is the wrong word. It's been easier to kind of tailor them to people, to the individual skill levels of the classes. Partially because you can play something and everybody else can kind of noodle along and figure it out at their own pace, as opposed to, when you're in the room, there's a lot of pressure to play it. Everyone's listening and trying to, everyone's, there's some like social pressure to start doing it right away. But with the online stuff, it's pretty easy to just kind of follow along, and everybody can kind of pick it up at their own pace. And I always record the classes as well, and upload them, put them in Google Drive, and folks can go back and check them out afterwards if they so choose. And I guess beginning mandolin is I've had a pretty wide range of abilities in there. I've had folks that haven't held a mandolin before in that class, along with people that have a little bit of a foundation. So we kind of try to start with I usually give an overview of the mandolin and how we hold the pick and hold the mandolin, that kind of thing. And then the rest of the class pretty much is based around learning tunes, is what it's been. And we got through 4 or 5 tunes, I think, this last semester, along with some, kind of scale technical exercises to help folks get into the whole thing with that. And I haven't done the intermediate class, so I'm still kind of ironing out the curriculum for that. But I think it'll be more of kind of, learning the tunes, the kind of the repertoire for this folk music. And again, it kind of, is based on the interests of the students. If everyone's into Irish fiddle tunes, I'll check out a couple of those and find some of those that folks would be interested in learning. Or if it's more bluegrass or old time, it kind of shifts in that direction. And yeah, with the intermediate stuff, hopefully we'll get into a couple more advanced topics like.
Oh no, I'm losing you.
Hello? Anyone there?
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, there we go. I lost you at the when you said that you were hoping your hopes and dreams for intermediate mandolin.
Yeah, we'll just yeah, I'm hoping we'll get into some of the more advanced things.
I'm losing you again. Oh no. Hello? Technology. I don't know if you can hear me, but everything you said about teaching online and the difference between those two classes just sounds really amazing. Folks who are just joining, oh, we lost Ethan. But for folks who are just joining, Ethan was talking about the differences between his beginning mandolin class and his intermediate mandolin class, and how teaching online has kind of changed the way students are receiving the information. A really cool thing that's happening in the School of Music now that we're online is that a lot of teachers are recording their classes and sending it to students, so students can look back at it and kind of go at their own pace, which is a really cool feature to have in a school. Hey everybody, we're back for part 2. Hopefully this will work, but we were talking to Ethan Setiawan, one of our instructors at the School of Music this summer, and he was telling us about his new classes. He's teaching beginning mandolin and a new class, intermediate mandolin. And so we were finding out a little bit about the differences between those two classes and what students can expect for this new semester. Those classes are going to be on Mondays. The beginning mandolin class will be 6:30 to 7:45, and the intermediate class will be at 8 o'clock. And I think we're getting Ethan back. I think. Hello!
Hello again.
Part 2.
Take two. Here we are again.
Awesome. I think so far I have a good feeling about this. The connection is better, I think.
Oh, yeah, me too. Definitely.
Well, cool. So we were kind of in the middle of talking about the differences in classes. I loved that you said that you like to record your classes. I think that's like a really great feature. Of
Totally. It's a good one good thing about doing this online that it's just, go out into Zoom. I just hit record when I start
yeah,
class. There we go.
yeah. And also too, the way you said how people can mute themselves and they can kind of, go at their own speed. I think that's a really great thing. There is a kind of a bright side to this online education stuff.
Yeah, there are upsides and downsides for sure. I mean, like we're not actually able to play with each other in real time, which is where a lot of learning can happen. But on the other hand, it's a little more at your own pace, and you get to watch it again or whatever. And yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you for doing all this and for teaching and stuff. You kind of answered my third question. That was just a great answer. So we're gonna skip to question 4, which is, who are your top 3 favorite mandolinists?
Wow, that's a good question. There's a lot of great mandolin players out there. 3 favorite. Well, I mean, I think I have to start with Sam Bush, who's this really great kind of father of modern mandolin, and a really sort of innovator rhythmically on the mandolin. Amazing stuff. 3 favorite mandolinists. There's so many, is the thing, I tend to like the people that can kind of do a lot of things. I really love Dominic Leslie's mandolin playing. He's a really kind of versatile and always can kind of find the right sounds to fit into something. It seems like. That's a couple there. Yeah, there's so many. Sort of my first introduction to the mandolin was through this person, Jacob Jolliffe, who's a Berkeley person and has always been supportive of my journey through the mandolin, and another one of those people that can kind of play whatever he wants to.
Jake is amazing. Did you find him through like Joy Kills Sorrow? Is that how you?
I actually found him through this other band that he was in for a while called Mutual Kumquat, that I ended up playing some gigs with later on in my career after I met Jake a while later after that.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
I haven't heard Mutual Kumquat, but I'm gonna look them up.
Yeah, they're pretty weird, but it's a fun band.
Awesome. Well, thanks again so much for joining on your birthday of all days. So, happy birthday. I was wondering if you would play a tune for us. Would that?
Sure.
Okay?
Yeah.
Happy birthday. Play us a tune.
Yeah, exactly. Definitely. I've been thinking about this tune, Duck River, which I first heard it on Brittany Haas's record, and that record is a really beautiful record with a bunch of my favorite musicians. Mike Marshall and Daryl Langer produced, and Bruce Molsky, all these great folks. And yeah, she really just got into the tune, but I'm going to give it a little try of my own here. This is Duck River.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Ethan.
Yeah, of course.
Thanks for joining. Happy birthday. Everybody, go sign up for Ethan's class if you play the mandolin and you want to learn more. He's an amazing teacher. July 6th is when his classes begin. They're Mondays, 6:30 for beginning class, and 8 o'clock for intermediate class. And you can buy tickets now. Link is in our bio, or go to passim.org and you can find all that information there. All right, thanks so much for joining me, Ethan. Happy birthday, and I'll see you later.
Sounds good. Have a good day, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.